It's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Almost as crazy as curing
What you got?
fucking cancer.
You
What?
heard about this?
What?
You heard about this?
What? I don't believe it, but
This
what?
is crazy. I'm gonna smoke about this one because go ahead. You film it.
So a cancer drug trial with 100% allegedly 100% success rate. What we slash you should know about Limab, Dostarlimab?
Yeah, that's actually a Star Wars character. The thing
Yeah.
is that it was 100% successful. The caveat is that there was only 14 patients, so the trial size was extremely low. But that's still pretty damn promising. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so go
Until
down a
they
little
die
bit.
and come back as zombies or
Oh,
vampires. This is
yeah, they're
where
not
I'm
gonna
like,
the side effects. Yeah.
not gonna talk about the side effects.
So those are zoom in just a little bit for me. These are some of the super laxatives used to describe.
Yep.
I don't even know how to read this. This is science,
I don't know
guys.
how to read, period.
There are some of the superlatives. This one's struggling with me. Superlatives
This is
used
not
to
our
describe
realm.
used to describe an exciting new drug known as Dosterlamin, uh, used in a cancer study. Yes, it's too early to call it a cure, and a further bigger study is certainly needed. Yet the results stumped even the researchers.
Even us.
100%, even us over here on Top Buds, believe it or not. Remission in every one of the 12. Oh, okay, it's 12. I read 14 in my article, but whatever. 12 rectal
Rectal.
cancer patients who signed up for the clinical trial. The experimental drug, a monoclonal antibody therapy,
Oh, rectal
recruits the
cancer.
patient's own immune cells to start fighting cancerous cells. Very, very awesome here. Only because it's like 100%. Nothing does 100%.
No.
And of
Or
course,
70% of the time.
yeah, 100% of the time.
Yeah.
75% of the time, 100% of the time it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, the 12 is pretty crazy. So, I'm excited to see where this goes, rectal cancer, as funny as the word rectal is very serious.
See, I'm
It
just throwing
affects
out it's rectal patients, so they put something in their ass who have cancer, and I'm like, "Oh, rectal cancer."
rectal
Oh,
cancer.
yes.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
awesome that there's even an effort to do this shit 'cause I really feel like cancer's been an industry for a lot of, the medical
Oh,
industry,
it
you know what
is,
I'm saying?
bro. It's a business at this
I just
point,
had
man.
a close well, I guess kind of a friend, fucking, her grandma passed away from, like, chemo essentially, like, they were able to get rid of the cancer from chemo, but then her heart couldn't handle the treatment, and she's
Yeah.
passing. So it's
Yeah.
like, I guess
Chemo
one
is
cure kills
fucking
another?
rough. Chemo is rough on the body, man.
Yeah, I
And
can imagine, man.
that's well, you're radiating the body to kill cells. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And unfortunately, I don't know much about it, but unfortunately, you lose good cells too. That's why people lose their hair. And yeah, it's crazy, man. And that's
Like,
why
any
it's like
alternative this I'd rather have people have an alternative with something like this if the fucking side effects aren't something like chemo, man, like
I just coughed on you. I'm sorry.
you're okay. You coughed on me a little bit,
I did.
and it's okay. It's
All over
okay.
you,
I'm
actually. It's
worried
on
about
your
it.
arm.
Yeah. You got, like, 10 vaxes. You're good, man.
Can you real quick, Wayne, can you check out the statistics of how many people suffer from rectal cancer in
A
North
lot.
America? I think this is a big number, and I'm just curious to see.
So to
Uh,
have something like this could really change the game, you know what I'm saying? This could really and
100%.
hopefully they don't fucking monetize the shit out of it like they do with everything, and it becomes
Please,
crazy expensive
please,
and privatized.
please. Of course they will. Did you ever watch the Pharma Bro? Pharma
Uh,
Bro. That's with
no.
Oh, I watched this on the plane to LA. Fell asleep a couple times, but I got the gist. I knew the story before. Um, it's a Skrelly. He was a pharmaceutical. He was a young fucking.
Oh, this is
Y-
this dude, the Wu-Tang guy who bought the Wu-Tang
yeah,
album?
yeah, yeah,
Piece of
yes,
shit. That's
Skrelly.
the most I knew him for, and then
It's
the
funny though.
pharmaceutical drug, like,
Yeah, he raised it like 4,000% or whatever. But
dude,
the
it's
thing
gonna
is like
die again?
you actually listen to the story. Oh, so how many people? So excluding skin cancers, co- colorectal cancer is the third most cancer diagnosed in the United States. Oh, I didn't even think it was that high. The
Yeah,
American
man.
Cancer Society's estimates from the number of colorectal cancer cases in the United States for 22 are, okay, 106,044 new cases of rectal cancer. Okay, okay.
That's just crazy, man. I mean, that many people suffering of
Colon?
something like this to have,
Colon?
uh
That's what that is, right?
yeah, yeah,
I wasn't saying that correctly. It's okay,
colon cancer.
yeah,
Well, the
but
problem is Colonel
colorectal.
fucking Colonel smells so much like colon, so it gets you
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah, damn, and I blame Colonel Mustard
100%. Colonel
with the
Sanders, all
rope.
of them.
Yep,
See, and
in the
this is where
kitchen.
if we get more, uh, cancer research that can actually be used to help people, I'm all for it, man. I just hate when it's a private company and it's like, "Cool, they found a
Yeah.
new way to
See,
charge
the thing
more."
is though, it's like you watch that video of him, and it's like, oh, the guy was just a fucking troll,
Yeah,
man,
he
and
was a
you
Tekashi
almost
69, man.
you almost like not respected it, but it's like you almost find yourself like rooting for the bad guy in the end because
Other
he's
than the
like
people
he
who are all
was
sick who couldn't afford their
so
drugs.
good at fucking trolling people. Oh, most people couldn't. It was horrible. It was a horrible fucking thing. I'm sure people died because of it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you
But it
have
was
a
like,
big appreciation for the troll though too. Like you you respect the hustle of the troll, and I
yeah,
do to an extent,
to an
but in a
extent.
case when
Yep.
it's the medical side, it's tough, man. Like
Oh, it's always
the
tough, man. It's
Wu-Tang thing
always
for
tough.
me, I was like, "Oh, what a dirty
Bro,
bitch."
the
He bought the album
only
so nobody
album,
could
bro.
fucking listen to it, like,
Yeah,
what a
yeah,
dick.
bro.
But that part was good.
I'm like, damn,
That was good, I'm not gonna lie, but
damn.
the
Anyways,
medical, don't let people die
it
because you're
all
a piece of
sucks. It all
shit.
sucks. But it's literally that's the fucking system. Like that's what people are allowed, not
Designed for,
allowed, but are
bro.
capable of doing. Yeah, yeah.
It's designed that way.
Crazy
There's no
world we
reason
live
this
in.
should be a monetizable industry.
No, 100% not. But that's why it's like, what do you do? Do you do a public healthcare system or a public system where it's like, well, fuck. Who you want the system to cycle back in, but it's like, well, if it gets in a utopia, in the perfect world, it would be funded by the people. And the people would just pay, and it'd be this wonderful cycle of people paying in, getting out, people paying in and getting out, like getting things in return.
Well, it'd just be cool, like, when you file your
But it doesn't.
taxes, if there's, like, a check mark to be like, "Here's where I want majority of my money to go to," and because of that, you get these benefits, and then you don't get these because you decided not to
Yeah,
vote
yeah, a
for it,
bunch of things. Do you wanna go to the
you know?
highways this year? Do you
Yeah.
wanna do
But guess what? You get pulled
beautification? Do you wanna
over.
do a welfare
Yeah,
system?
you have to
General
ride in the slow lane on the
This is
highway.
that's pretty fucking brilliant almost,
Thank you, sir.
actually. You
Thank
know
you,
what I
sir.
mean? I kinda like that, where
You
it's
can
like,
pick and choose
you
your
have to
perks.
pay, how much tax you have to pay, so you got 5, 10,000 a year. It's like, you have a list, and it's like, how but then it's like, who makes the list?
Government.
Right.
But it's if all the things they would already been
But
using
it's
the money
we're in a
for.
utopia here, remember, people?
Utopia. This is all just Top
Yes.
Bud's lands.
Yes. This is
Top
Top
Bud's
Bud's world.
Topia.
Yeah, you put those caps on. But yeah, it's a list. And it's like everything has to get funded, but depending on how much money goes where depends on what we focus on that particular time.
And if the
That's
other
almost
shit if
better than
people
voting.
decide to not put money into these things, these are the government-funded things that then you don't get to benefit from.
You don't get it.
It's a bummer. You get
So
minimum.
there's no
You get, like, you
so
know.
unfortunately nobody gets education this year. Woo! But
Well, and it's like,
everybody
"Hey,
gets
guess what? You
cigarettes
gotta
and
pay for."
booze. Woo!
Yeah, but it's like you
Go
gotta pay for school.
hookers.
Well, see, the military, what's nice about that is the military is such a profitable thing. So they'll keep that they'll pay that out of pocket, and then they have private third-party companies
Well, in that
doing other
utopia,
shit.
the government is only really responsible for the military, like protecting your borders, and that's it. That should be
Well, I know,
really
I'm just
it.
saying, like, the
You know what I
people
mean?
involved in that the
Oh, I know.
military,
Complex.
man, look at the cost of fucking bullets
Mhm.
in the military
Oh, I
versus
know.
in Michigan.
Oh, I know. You're telling me
You're like, "Come
there's
on, man."
companies that are making billions of dollars off of war, especially this war in
Yeah.
Ukraine. When the United States sends all these weapons, do you really think this is a closet that's just opening up and the United States is like, here, take my lingerie and my
Yeah. Whatever
my
you would like,
Tomahawk
come
missiles.
shoot.
Just take these. No, someone's making those. Someone
Yeah.
makes those. And who makes those? The people that get contracted by the government. So
Yep.
it's like, wouldn't it be in their best interest to just poke the bear and just make this war go on a little bit longer and a little bit longer and a little bit longer and a little bit longer, and when this
Industry,
is
just like
done, let's
medical,
go
man.
find another one and then not to mention you've got private militaries out there that are literally out there fighting for money.
I've got a buddy he's in Afghanistan still, he's been there for years, man, and he works for a company, and he's a security officer at a jail, a
Mm,
military jail there.
mm.
Been
Yeah.
for years. He makes good
I
money too, but
yeah,
it's crazy, man. He came home for a little bit after the war, and then has been a contractor for a fucking long time, man. Getting
I
paid, running
believe
around
it.
with big guns and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
companies like Blackwater. Blackwater's a company that is literally created to go fight the war.
Fucked,
The
man.
United
That's
States
fucked.
can't go fight this war somewhere in Ukraine, but they can buy a military out of South America that will go and fight it for them. And
Yeah,
America's not involved at all. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It's crazy how it all works, bro. It's just like Jesus.
it
Everyone's
is
got their
fucked, man.
hands in these pots, man, in these pots. But the bonus is thankfully we're getting a little bit closer to curing colon cancer, rectal cancer. You know,
100%.